Hello everybody, Xenoscrate here, back with another video. Today we are in a HOI4 ranking video. We will be ranking all of the DLCs as of November 2022 from worst to best. This will not include the Allied or Axis armor packs or music packs. So other than that, I'll include everything else, and we're going to start off with number 8, which is the very worst one, which is Together for Victory. This was the second or third DLC, I think the second one, that ever came out for HOI4. It is $15 and it really is not worth it. What you're getting with this DLC is the South Africa, British Raj, Australia, New Zealand focus trees. For some weird reason they didn't give British Malaysia a focus tree because they were focusing on British Commonwealth nations in this pack, obviously, by giving all these countries focus trees. But British Malaysia just has that basic default focus tree for some reason. I don't know why. But all of these focus trees are very underwhelming. Like, very underwhelming. There's the South Africa, Australia focus tree. And we got a New Zealand one too. I think, personally, just what was added in this DLC is not worth $15. It's better to get this on sale. The best DLC, best focus tree in this DLC is definitely the British Raj. Even that is very tiny and underwhelming. But like Australia and New Zealand, why did they give these two countries a focus tree? Like, I get they're part of the Commonwealth, but like, no, you're not going to do much as either of these two. So that's why that comes in at number 8. We got at number 7, we're going to have Battle for the Bosporus. So let's move back over to Europe. So this is going to be a country pack that just adds focus trees for Bulgaria, Greece, and Turkey. It's $10. I personally think it's worth. It's definitely not worth as much as the other stuff up on the list, but it is a fairly good, decent focus tree nonetheless. It was the first DLC I bought too, so I kind of have it close to my heart. But like, honestly, some of the Greece focus tree isn't that good. Bulgarian, very kind of boring country to play as. But honestly, the best focus tree in this is probably Turkey, but still, it's just going to add those 3, and for $10, I mean, I still recommend it for that price, but there's definitely better DLCs. Like our next one, which is going to be, at number 6, is going to be Death or Dishonor. So, you're going to get, with this, for $10, you get Yugoslavia, Romania, Kingdom of Hungary, and a Czechoslovakia focus tree. I really wish they would have added an Austria focus tree in this one. I think it would have been very nice. Like, I get why they didn't, because you kind of annexed Austria very early on, but still, it would have been a nice addition nonetheless. The focus trees are pretty fleshed out, except Czechoslovakia, which is still underwhelming. But I think it's honestly also because the countries are very interesting to play as. That's why they're higher up. My personal favorite is definitely Yugoslavia. Has a very nice, good focus tree. And Romania and Hungary both have the same. Honestly, the only bad thing about this DLC is probably just the Czechoslovakia one. It would have been nice if this was a lot bigger, but can't complain. And for $10, still very good deal. Number 5, we're going to have the By Blood Alone DLC. So this is the newest DLC. It came out on October 25th, I believe, so only like a few weeks ago, as of recording this. And it really just, it has a massive, I mean massive Italian focus tree. Like, I have to go left and right just to show you guys all this. Also adds a Switzerland one, which is also fairly big. And it's going to add an Ethiopia focus tree. Very nice indeed. All of the focus trees in this pack are pretty nice. You get the a new country called the Sultanate of Asuna. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this is a very underwhelming focus tree. Still a nice addition nonetheless. I like playing as this country a lot in this DLC, even with this tiny focus tree. It's not only these focus trees that it adds. It's also going to add, let me pull up the construction or planes tab. It's going to add a customizable planes, so you're going to be able to customize your own planes. You get all of this, so you're going to be able to research different engines, guns, all of that. You're going to basically be able to customize planes now when you're producing them. The only bad thing I just don't like is I really wanted an Albania focus tree, but like I said with Austria one, it was probably because they both get annexed pretty early on, and they don't really serve a purpose after they get annexed. So, other than that, very good DLC, $20, and we're moving on to the next one, number 4, which is going to be Man the Guns. So Man the Guns is going to add a United States focus tree. So here, let me zoom out. This is a massive focus tree. So I like playing the US. It's probably my favorite major power to play in the game. I really like playing the reestablish the gold standard kind of side where you reform the Confederacy. That is very fun indeed. It's also going to add the United Kingdom focused, like an expansion to the United Kingdom focus tree. It adds, I believe, this entire right side was new, but I might be wrong. It's also mainly, I forgot, Netherlands. It's gonna add a focus tree for this. Very weird addition adding the Netherlands, I'm not gonna lie. I sometimes forget it has a focus tree. Like, I think it would have been better if they gave it to maybe Belgium or added both the Netherlands and Belgium. And they didn't even add a focus tree for the Dutch East Indies, which I did think they were going to add when this DLC came out. But nonetheless, very good DLC. We also need to mention the biggest part, which is going to be the reworked naval system. So you're going to be able to research all these hulls and different types of ships. You're also getting a new naval tab. So very nice addition. The only bad thing about this is really just it's more for major powers and countries that already have massive navies at the very beginning in 1936. Like, you're not going to be able to form a massive navy as Greece or Saudi Arabia. It is more aimed to the UK, the US, Japan. There's Japan. Yeah, Japan. It's countries that have fairly decent navy already in 1936. Nonetheless, very good DLC. Number 3, we're going to be moving on to No Step Back. This came out in November 2021. This was the first DLC I pre-ordered, but it's very good DLC. You're going to get this massive Soviet Union focus tree. Look, I think this is the biggest focus tree in the game. You're getting this Soviet Union focus tree. My favorite minor power probably to play is Poland, and this gets a massive focus tree as well. So you're going to get that massive Polish focus tree as well. We're also getting a new Lithuania focus tree, which is fairly big. And then you're getting basically just copy and pasted Latvia and Estonia, but still, very good focus tree. I just wish they added a Finland one. That would have been awesome addition. Other than that, they also revamped, they added trains, so they revamped the supply system, so now you're using trains to transport supplies and stuff. We also get railguns in this DLC, which is very nice. They're kind of pointless, like, you can't really use them if you're a very tiny country or a minor power. Like, I've only ever used them as the Soviet Union or Germany. So, other than that, they're alright, but also revamps the, like I said, the supply system. You're going to get that up there. You're getting that little addition, the logistics thing to that. And that is going to have, like, the trains, how many trains you need at the moment. And you're also getting, for the building stuff, you're going to be able to build railways, supply hubs, and all of this. So other than that, very good DLC, $20. So, pretty good DLC. Next, let's move on to the second one, which is La Resistance. This is the Spanish-aimed DLC. So you're getting this massive Spanish focus tree with this. So you're going to be able to go down the fascist, Carlist side, and then this is the kind of the more democratic, socialist side of things. It makes the Spanish Civil War a lot more interesting than it was unless you have this DLC, or like before you have this DLC, I guess. It also is going to add that Portugal. very fun. This is definitely a very fun minor power to play as Portugal, and you're going to get a France communist focus tree. So like this part of the focus tree you're going to get with this DLC, and I think this part too. We're also missing probably the biggest thing. You're going to get this spy agency or intelligence agency thing, which is going to allow you to set up spies in other countries, infiltrate their civilian factories, infiltrate their armies, navies, or air force, which will then give you bonuses in combat. You're going to be able to like root out any resistance in your country or find any other spies that might have infiltrated your country. The only bad thing about this is just trying to make a spy agency it takes a lot of civilian factories, so I've never been able to make a spy agency until very late game, and I think it definitely helped later on, but it just costs too many civilian factories and it takes too long. But other than that, very good DLC, makes Spain very interesting. And next we're moving on to the last and best DLC, which is going to be that Waking for Tiger DLC. I believe this was the first one. I would have to check, but this one is going to add new focus tree to Japan. So it's going to add, I believe, the Democratic Communist side. You're also getting the German Kaiser route, so you get that oppose Hitler route, which is usually what I play as when I play Germany. You're getting also the Democratic part, but you're going to get this China focus tree. So let me scroll out real quick. You're getting the China focus tree. You're getting the Manchukuo focus tree for as Japan's puppet. You don't get a Manchukuo, but you do get Communist China gets its own focus tree. You're going to get all these other Chinas, like different countries around. You're getting just the copy pasted, but you're still getting a new focus tree. You're getting just the copy pasted one for all of these except Tibet, but nonetheless very good DLC for the $20. It is probably the most worth it out of all of these DLCs, and I don't know, you can't go wrong with all these focus trees at ads. But if you did enjoy this video, please, I encourage you to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Goodbye.